All right, we're diving into AI today, which is an exciting category to cover. I laughed the other day at something that Larry said, which I thought was spot on. I want you guys to watch this clip from his show.
Is this just a bear market bounce? Is it being propped up by AI, which I believe most AI will fail, right? Everybody's going to be AI right now. I mean, like I said, you could have a hamburger right now and they'll say it's a AI infused hamburger, right? But at the end of the day, most of the quote unquote AI plays will fall. That's why I believe in big tech. Big tech will be the winners of AI, artificial intelligence. That's what I truly believe. So yes, I'll play these smaller plays, for now. But I'm just taking my winnings and yet rolling it over into big tech.
All right, so yes, you got to keep your eye out because it's all AI 24/7. The AI Big Mac burger is coming your way. But the other interesting point that Larry is making is that the winners and the losers in the AI space, they've not been flushed out. It has not been determined. There's going to be a rise and fall of a ton of companies. He believes that most are going to fail. He said he's going to run with these smaller AI companies just to make a few bucks, and he's going to later roll that into more obvious big tech winners, which I think makes a ton of sense. Go with what's winning. What do you guys think on the topic? I'd love to hear from you in the comments. I'm going to cover the big boy AI stocks today and the AI little guys, and I already see that I'm going to have to break up this video into a couple videos because there's a ton of stocks to cover. I'm going to look today at the fundamental news stories, and I'm going to take a fresh look at the technicals. We're going to get some witty commentary, and hopefully we're going to make some accurate price predictions. This is the Stocks with Josh show. Thanks for the likes. Watch out for the scammers in the comment section. Guys, they get more creative every day. They get back to you faster than I can. I just want you to keep one thing in mind. I'm never going to ask you to DM me on YouTube, WhatsApp, or Telegram. Keep your money safe. Guys, all right, let's start here. The NVIDIA CEO, this guy, in my view, does the very best job of any CEO in the world today at casting a positive, forward-looking view of his company. I want you guys to take a few seconds. We're going to get the big picture on AI directly from him.
Well, we are a technology company that processes software for applications and domains of science that are barely possible without us. And so because of what we do, we can make what is barely possible, or we can make something that is very energy consuming, very energy efficient, or we could turn something that costs a lot of money and make it much more affordable. We felt, however, that there was a class of applications that wouldn't be possible without acceleration. And or you couldn't make it affordable enough for everybody to enjoy without acceleration. And so we started this accelerator company, this accelerated computing company to solve those problems.
All right, I hear you, Mr. Huang. We can't do it without you. You literally make the future possible, or as you said, perhaps affordable. Mr. Huang, the CEO of NVIDIA, is giving us some straight talk. NVIDIA is ushering in the future. And I think that Wall Street believes him as the rocket ship that is NVIDIA stock, NVDA, took off from its 140 low in January. It's moved up 202% so far this year, hitting 440 bucks in June. It's currently taking a pause from this major push up while the market is trying to process the next step in NVIDIA's stock price action. In the face of this bullishness and this bullish moment, Washington fired a shot over NVIDIA's head. Biden administration is considering a ban on sales of AI chips to China, which would absolutely negatively impact NVIDIA. This same thing, though, was threatened last year, but NVIDIA was clever and they found a workaround. And I think that Wall Street and their puppets in Washington are perhaps trying to bring NVIDIA stock down so that these guys can make money on the pullback and get a better price entry for themselves on the round 2 run-up of NVIDIA, which I think it's going to run up again in the next 12 months. Now, in positive news for NVIDIA, the very same day we've got Larry Ellison from Oracle coming out and saying that he was loading up this year on NVIDIA chips to the tune of billions of dollars. Order in, order set, waiting on his chips. Oracle Cloud Division is basically trying to compete against the likes of Amazon and Microsoft. They want to jump in with that fresh investment in cutting-edge equipment that can handle AI needs. Remember what the NVIDIA CEO said? He said there's $1 trillion of obsolete technology in the world. It's got to be replaced. He's going to try to get ahead of the big competition. And this is the main reason why I like apld, because that's also their mission statement. They came late to the party, but their investment is in building cutting-edge data centers that are specifically designed to handle the needs of AI. So even though they're late to the cloud service data center business, they may be able to make a jump leap ahead because they don't have the old equipment. The NVIDIA designed chips are largely made by Taiwan Semiconductor. And in recent news, Mr. Huang said that the next model of chips would also be made by TSM. Now, he has great respect for TSM, and he's been quoted saying that being a foundry at the caliber of TSMC is not for the faint of heart. It's been speculated that a motivating factor for a possible Chinese invasion of Taiwan would be to gain strategic control over TSM. And I don't think that the success of NVIDIA can be separated from the future success of TSM. Now, this also underscores NVIDIA as perhaps one of the most important companies in human history. Wow, I'm starting to sound like Mr. Huang. Control of these chips could aid the rise and fall of future empires. So perhaps when Huang says that we need NVIDIA, he's telling the truth. NVIDIA is part of my long-term investment portfolio, and I'm going to let you guys know today where I'm hoping to load up some more. All right, let's get into the charts. So I'm going to keep it simple as I like to do. NVIDIA's trade range is on the high end between $432 and the low end $383. Those are the critical levels that you need to keep an eye on. Historic support is a massive gap down at 312. That'd be a 24% drop. There's also key support at the MA50, which might coincide, depending on how the stock price action moves, it might coincide with the previous all-time high, which is around 346. You have to remember, what once was resistance becomes future support. So we've got to watch that level as well. That's the entry that I'm watching for my load-up position. Now, if we broke up above $432, then I think there's a potential 17% move up to $480, and $500 would be on the table. But the bear picture says that NVIDIA is overbought and that the odds favor a short trade or loading up on put options. And that's not unreasonable because it has had a potentially unsustainable uptrend. But what do I think's going to happen? Well, let's go back in time on the charts. We're going to do a moving average mini tech class. I want you guys to check out the MA50, EMA 144, MA 200. Now, when we got the confirmation of the green moving average MA50 crossover on the other moving averages, that fanned out, and we haven't come back to touch the MA50 yet. That's so important. And what that means is that this is still in a decided uptrend. I want you guys now to take a pause from that view, and I want you to look at the micro view. Now we're in an ascending channel, which if you recall, I call those as bearish. So even though $500 is not off the table, we're still moving up. We're at a decision point in this ascending channel. So I personally think that this is a timely video and that the next 24 hours is going to determine the direction. If we break down beneath the channel that I drew and we close beneath it, then we're going to go down to the next level below. It's just that simple. You could put your stop loss in at $396. And I think that if we broke down at some point, like I said, we're going to have to come back and touch that MA50, and there we would likely bounce. Eventually, we're going to backtest the previous resistance level of 346. That was the previous all-time high. I'm going to swing trade the 383 level, and I'm going to load up on the backtest at some point if we get there at 346 for a long hold. I would also buy a close above 432. So if we start to push up, we close above 432, I would enter there for a move up to 480. Guys, if that was helpful, then you know what to do. You take action, you hit that subscribe button so you can keep getting these videos. I'm going to cover 2 more AI picks in just a minute. One of them is going to be apld and a new one. I want to take a quick station break for the moomoo investment app. If you need better trade tools, now's the time to act on that. You can take your trade game up a notch from using Robinhood, aka Robin the Hood, and you can get the advanced research tools that the moomoo app offers. You put in right now $100 and they're going to match it with $100 plus a guaranteed share of C3 AI, as well as an additional 5 shares. You spin for those and they could be valued anywhere from $3 to $2,000. This is an extremely limited time offer. There's just 48 hours left. If you started the process, make sure you get that deposit of $100 in so you can get that matching $100. Click on the link in the top pinned comment to get all the details on that offer. Okay, APLD. APLD is getting hit with all kinds of FUD right now. First, it was the sex scandal, and now there are people picking apart the origins of the company, saying that they really haven't been focused on AI applications for that long. Now, I've got one thought on all of that. I simply don't care. All I care about is the huge contracts that they have secured. That is 100% the basis of my bullishness on APLD. Apart from those contracts, I wouldn't be in it. The technicals, they're getting simple, but I'm going to have to tighten up my trade range. I wanted to put a warning out there the other day when I foresaw the drop in APLD coming, and that's exactly what happened. I want you guys to look at it more carefully with me now. What we did so far is we backtested 990, and we got rejected there, and that's what told me that the upward move was on hold. Then we dipped all the way down to $6.80, and we've since rallied back under a critical support level, which now could be turning resistance $7.80. If we open today and get rejected at $7.80, then we know that we're going to make a new local low. I would expect that we would at least bounce off of $7. Now that's where I'm going to buy next, and I'm going to set my stop loss at $6.70. If, though, I get kicked out, I'm going to rebuy at around $6.50 to the $6 range. Now, I'm raising my ideal entry. I'm going to initially re-enter with a small position size, and I'm going to increase it as the stock climbs and as the direction is confirmed, which simply means I'm not all in. I want you guys to keep in mind that if the $6 level broke, we would hit $5, because after $8, the next critical historic level of support is $5. Now, people have asked me that if I view this as a long-term hold, then why did I run with a stop loss? Well, the answer is always simple to that question. It's because I think I can get a better entry price and make more money. Guys, don't follow me. Do your own research, make your own decisions. What I share is just for education and entertainment. But I'll just tell you this, the big picture on APLD right now is that the fundamentals, they look good. APLD can grow its revenue 50% year over year. That's very attractive. APLD has had unusual options activity to the upside. B. Riley Securities called APLD a buy yesterday, and they raised their price target from 17 to 18. This stock, though, it did jump from $3 to $11 very quickly. And what that means is that it needs to establish some support. It needs to verify and establish some support. Might be $8. That's a critical level for APLD. Above 8, it's going to remain bullish. Below 8, it's going to be under selling pressure. So the long-term trend is bullish, the short-term trend is neutral, and I'm focused on the long-term trend. But let's see how it performs today. All right, the new AI stock that I'm going to go over today is SoundHound AI Inc., ticker SOUN. Soun is a global leader in the voice artificial intelligence business, and it was recently added to the Russell 3000. I'm going to read you guys this overview of their services so you can get an idea of what they do. It's proprietary technology with best-in-class speed and accuracy in numerous languages for automotive, TV, and IoT. It's got smart answering, smart ordering, and dynamic interaction with real-time multimodal customer service interface, along with SoundHound, Chat AI, a powerful voice assistant with integrated generative AI. SoundHound powers millions of products and services and processes billions of interactions each year for world-class businesses. I want you guys to check out exactly what this company does, but I want you to see it with your own eyes. So watch this video.
I get the cheese mac and cheese with the apple juice and the French fries.
The classic cheeseburger. Let's go with American cheese. Can I have, let me think which side is. Let's go with onion rings. And also mozzarella sticks. Actually remove onion rings.
Can I have barbecue bacon burger on a pretzel roll with Swiss cheese and double patty and add avocado?
It doesn't take a genius to know that this is the future. This is the type of tech that's going to replace a ton of people in drive-thrus and in service positions all across the world. Now I want you guys to check out their new chat app that launched just recently in March.
SoundHound just announced their chat AI app today, and it takes voice assistant tech to a whole new level. Check it out.
How did USC do in the March Madness game?
The final score was USC Trojans 62, Michigan State Spartans 72 in the East Regional first round game.
I'm looking for something fun to do on the weekend. Do you have any ideas what I could do around USC?
Sure, USC is located in the heart of Los Angeles, so there are plenty of fun things to do on the weekends. Some popular options include visiting the Griffith Observatory.
Write me an itinerary for visiting Griffith Observatory and put it in the list format and add unique things that most people don't know about.
Sure, here's an itinerary for visiting Griffith Observatory. 1. Start your day early to avoid crowds and find parking easily. 2. Take a scenic hike to the observatory from the Ferndale Trail. 3.
Okay, what are some Mexican food restaurants within walking distance from Griffith Observatory that have over 4 stars and offer outdoor seating and are kid-friendly?
Showing one Mexican restaurant with more than 4 stars within 1.5 miles of Griffith Observatory that is kid-friendly.
Now that is absolutely incredible. I immediately downloaded this app. This is the type of company that's the tip of the spear for AI in real-world applications. Now, many speculate that SoundHound could be acquired by a larger tech company, which would make a ton of sense, especially as the AI arms race is in full force. But let's see what's going on in the charts. Man, are we too late to the party? Well, Soun has been steadily climbing, but in my view, it hasn't actually had an explosive breakout moment yet. So there is some opportunity here. It did squeeze above a critical resistance of around $3.19, and again, it squeezed past another critical resistance at $3.95, which simply tells me it's pushing to make a local high. It's sitting right now at $4.71. The daily trade volume is up significantly, which is bullish. Now, they are at a negative 62 cents earnings per share, which could turn positive if these guys begin to increase their sales. They have an $840 million market cap, and this should likely easily be a $1 billion company. Support, though, is at $3.95, and that would be an ideal possible entry. I would personally like to get in, though, around $3.19. It just depends on how patient I am and if this pulls back. My up target is a squeeze to $6.74 to the $8 range. Now, I'm going to begin to cover SoundHound. Let me know what you guys think about this company. Are you in it? Do you consider it a buy, sell, or hold? This stock, though, is on the move, and it's definitely one that's worth putting on your watch list. I love what they do. It makes a ton of sense to me, but I'm not going to FOMO in. I'm going to be patient. Even if I miss out, I'm going to be patient. That's a discipline that I have to have, because remember, Wall Street's always going to offer you an opportunity. If you missed one yesterday, there's another one coming along any minute. That's all I've got for you guys today. As always, thanks for the likes. Thanks for the subscribes. We're going to watch these AI stocks. I've got a whole list of other AI companies as well as computer tech companies and chip companies. They're worth following. I'm going to try to get through them as best I can with you, but let me know in the comments which your favorite ones are. If I get a lot of comments about one in particular, I'll definitely cover it. I'll give you guys my thoughts. My next video is going to be on crypto, so keep an eye out for that tomorrow. As always, peace and blessings. We'll talk to you soon.